see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. If you want to see magic lands, close your eyes and you will see one. Want to be a dreamer, be one. Anytime you please, and please say be one. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination.
Oh, come on.
There is no place to go to compare with your imagination.
Damn it.
So go there to be free if you truly wish to be. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be.
Neal, if you're talking, you're muted.
Thank you, Tom. One thing, let's try this again. Would you join me in an opening prayer? God of all goodness, the circumstances of life do not determine whether it's successful, whether it's happy, whether it's as it should be, whether it meets our life purpose or not. But that wonderful information, all of it, that wonderful genesis of who we truly are in this world comes from within. So this morning, we look inward for the truth of our being. We know the truth that everything works together for good. We know the truth that the divine lives within us, that divine that is all powerful, all present, all knowing, all good. So this morning as we gather, I am grateful for each who has joined us this morning for Unity of Payson and the dedicated members of this community that help our community life flourish. So as we consider imagination again today, bless each one who has joined us. give to them what they need for this day and this time. And we are grateful. And so it is.
Good morning, Unity of Payson again. Everybody here, everybody online. We're so glad that you're with us this morning. And this also happens to be Friendship Sunday. And everyone here in person I know, but if there is someone new online, unmute yourself and introduce yourself to us. I can't see everyone online right now. But we welcome you. And if you would like to know more about all the events happening here at Unity of Payson, you can go to our website, unityofpayson.org, and leave your email or phone number, and we will send the weekly email out on Monday with all of our activities. At the end of service, we announce a few of them, but there's lots more going on. So please go there, and we wish you to participate in all of our fun stuff going on. And so if you have not found us yet, we are going to bless you and bless each other. And so together we say, we love you, we bless you, and we welcome you. And we have our first song, God in Me Can Do Anything. And we're going to mute ourselves here so we're not out of sync. All right, technology. That was so fun to sing together and turn the mic off so we didn't have to coordinate with online. Yay. And so, gratitudes. We are grateful for the technology that allows us to have our online people from all over the United States and everybody else here in person. So this past week, we have had our normal events, morning cafe at 9:30 in the morning, because not everyone drinks coffee, and our Intender Circle on Thursdays at noon, the Unity Book Circle, that's on Mondays at 4 o'clock, if I remember right, and Energy Thursday, I talked about hands-on healing, and our midday meditation on Friday midday, lots of stuff, wonderful stuff going on. So, and we know that you all have gratitudes. And at the end of service, we will unmute everybody online and you can give us your gratitudes. And here in person, we also can speak our gratitudes. And so, like I said, this is Friendship Sunday. And so this happens the second Sunday of every month. So just remember to invite friends who perhaps are looking for something different than maybe a traditional church experience, because you know we're special. Unity is grounded in affirmative prayer and meditation. And so we have trained prayer chaplains to pray with you. We have 4 of us here gathered this morning. We have our stoles on. We hold sacred and confidential all prayer requests. So please avail yourselves of us if you'd like to stay after to pray with us. We pray over them for 30 days here, and then now it will be, Donna will be sending them on to Silent Unity, where they are held in prayer for another 30 days. And so the phone number there, 928-235-7142, is where you can call in and leave your prayer requests. And if you would like one of us to contact you personally, leave your phone number or an email address, and one of us chaplains will get back with you. So thank you. So our theme for this month is imagination. My imagination brings possibilities to life, and isn't that the truth? And our speaker today is our own Rev Neal Worthington, and the title of his talk is Manifestation 101. And our metaphysical moment for today from the Daily Word is world peace. Peace shared between people spreads throughout the world. I contribute to world peace when I join in spirit with all people who dedicate themselves to expressing divine love, united in the belief that God is within everyone. I affirm the divinity of humankind and honor each person as a unique expression of God. I recognize and release any unkind thoughts or feelings towards any person or group of people. I respect all others and seek to learn more about customs and beliefs that are unfamiliar to me as I grow in a spirit of kinship. I believe a warm, friendly attitude communicates my intentions as effectively as my words. I smile easily and extend myself to others in a spirit of friendship. I remain mindful that as peace flowers between individuals, peace grows in the world. And our quote, "Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore." And wouldn't that be wonderful? No more war. So my thoughts about this kind of combine a couple different things. Our theme of imagination, and also Rick Hinkey has once again brought forward ideas of additional discussion groups. And one of the potential areas will be social issues, and how can we actually do something about that in our world? And looking at world peace as the daily word, it's sometimes easy to think, oh, well, that country over there, they ought to get their act together and have world peace. But perhaps we also need to look individually. What can we do right here in our own lives? And so we probably all have someone in our lives, one of our loved ones, who we disagree with, or that we've had an upset with. And perhaps there's a nagging thought back there of, well, they're always going to be that way. They're never going to change. I don't know what to do. Or we may look at other political groups that way, or other religious belief systems. And that is where we can help world peace. We can use our imagination and actually picture that person Waking up one morning and going, wow, I could hold things in a different way. And yourself, wow, I could hold things in a different way. And so how can I really express this idea of world peace in all of my opinions, letting go of the idea that that group is never going to change? That contributes to that separation. And so use your imagination to picture that person, that group of people stepping up into more of their divine awareness. See them opening themselves up to a higher purpose. And we can all do that every day in our own individual lives. And now we will have Rev Neal share his message.
Thank you, Betty. The word manifest gets thrown around a lot, or manifestation. And today that's what we're going to talk about. Now, this is not manifest like manifest destiny. You remember that if you remember your history, the idea that the European colonies in the east of the United States had a mission to conquer and make the West just like they were in the East. Manifest destiny, not that. Nor is it what's been called manifest density, the God-given right to eat fast food whenever you want to. No, we're going to talk about manifestation today. And I want to begin by sharing with you a metaphysical definition of manifestation. And I will put my glasses on because I read better with them. Charles Fillmore, in The Revealing Word, writes this about manifestation. Manifestation is the materialization of a truth idea, the coming forth into visibility of that which has been affirmed, the appearance of an idea. You remember the catchphrase, just the facts, ma'am, just the facts. What was that from? Dragnet. Dragnet, yeah, absolutely. Well, today it's just the basics on manifestation. I'd like to share with you what has come to me as I've looked at that this last week. And I like to put it together in one short phrase, what I call a key spiritual truth. And here's what I've come up with. By affirmation, we make truth ideas visible. By affirmation, we make truth ideas visible. So, as Betty said, we have our theme for this month, the theme of imagination, and we're following the 12 powers that Charles Fillmore developed for unity, the 12 powers, those abilities that we all have, God-given divine abilities. And of course, this month is imagination. In order to give you a little better idea, I want you to listen in on a conversation. Well, it's really kind of a monologue that might have been had about 2,000 years ago. And if you wait for just a minute, I'll bring Bartholomew, who is at the center of this conversation. He's the one that's speaking. I'm going to bring him into view so you can see him and hear in his words what he has to say about this truth we're talking about. So, excuse me while I get Barnabas ready here. I'm gonna let my hair down just a little bit. There we go. I am Barnabas, son of Ptolemy. I'm standing here under this fig tree with the rest of you because I've just got something I have to talk about. It's pretty amazing. You know me, I've been working in the vineyard forever, and you've seen me under this fig tree as we stand here in the shade from time to time. So I'm not unfamiliar to you, but I'm a new man today. I am a new man. You see, my friend Philip, you know Philip, the other day he came to me under this very fig tree and said, I want to introduce you to someone. I said, yeah. He said, yeah, there's someone you have to meet. His name is Jesus of Nazareth. Well, I got a little smart with Philip and I said, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Well, I did anyway. I went with Philip and I walked over to meet this Jesus of Nazareth. I was transfixed by him just being in his presence. The first thing he said to me when Philip introduced me was, I know you. I saw you under the fig tree over there. But not only did I have the sense that he knew who I was, he knew me. It's as though he could look right into me and know me. Didn't take me long to realize that my life had changed. This was a tipping point. And now I could see something that had only been an idea for me before, only a dream, and that this Jesus of Nazareth was the Messiah that we had been waiting for. The Messiah we'd been waiting for. And not only was he the Messiah, something about his gaze toward me made me believe that not only was he the Son of God, not only was he the King of Israel, but that he saw in me something akin to that divine which so surely was showing in him. And that I also am the one that I have been waiting for. Well, I couldn't wait to tell you about it because this is transforming. This will change things. Our world will change. I always wanted to be someone who could do something to contribute to the world, but I never knew how. As you know, I'm kind of quiet. I love the vineyard because it was quiet and I could contemplate and meditate. And out of that contemplation even of the Messiah, suddenly here was the realization of that, what had been foretold. So now there's no question about it. My days in the vineyard are done. I'm here to follow and to learn from Jesus of Nazareth because I see in him the divine and he sees in me the divine as well. We'll let Bartholomew retire and go on, but you see the idea, something that Bartholomew and all of the practicing Jews of his time were looking for and affirming the coming of the Messiah. Suddenly, through the process of that affirmation and a real connection and interconnection with the divine, suddenly that came into visibility. Suddenly that experience became visible. I'd like us to learn from that. Imagination, of course, is the ability to image something, to conceptualize it, to dream it. And here's how I look at it. First of all, we have to know what is our heart's desire. Down deep for Bartholomew, the heart's desire, of course, was to have the Messiah come, for that to all change, for the world to change as a result of that. But what is your heart's desire? Do you know your heart's desire? I don't mean what do you wish for? What do you want? These are more out here in the external world. But what deep in the core of your soul is it that you wish for? What is your heart's desire? The Dalai Lama wrote the book Beyond Religion, which we are studying, which is still going on in our book study led by Teresa. It's a wonderful study. Get in on the last class or two. Is there one more after this? This may be the last one, so you better get in this week, tomorrow night at 4:00. And that'll be online. The Dalai Lama told a story in that book. he said there's a phrase that good Tibetan Buddhists say all the time. It's Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Said good Tibetans will say that over and over again because they're connecting with that sense of compassion, that pursuit of enlightenment that is a desire deep within them. So sometimes they get distracted and they're saying Om Mani Padme Hum, and they get stuck on the Mani. Om Mani, 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 and they're saying it again. And he says, that's very much like money, which often is what we look at when we are wanting to manifest something, to bring something into our lives. So important to go back to that inner place where we can look for the compassion that we are, look for the divine that is within us, look for the knowledge and the enlightenment that is offered to us. So first part of this manifestation and manifestation 101 is to know your heart's desire. Do you take time to be in the quiet, to know yourself, to contemplate who you are and what is yours to do and who you are to be in this world? And to know the deep desires of your heart, not the things that kind of come to you. Oh, I want this. I saw that. That looks great. But that deep desire of your heart. Know your desires. First part of manifestation 101. Second part, believe. Just believe that that desire, if you have it, is destined to be yours. Belief is a funny thing. How do you get to believe? Well, I think we all already know some of that. We talk about affirmations a lot in Unity. And so we affirm a truth that we resonate with that maybe really isn't fully ours so that we can make it fully ours and make it alive in our lives. So that affirmation is a great place to start. Belief is nothing more than repeated thinking. When you were a child, your parents had a set of beliefs and they told them to you. And they told them to you, and they told them to you, and they told them to you again and again and again. And you adopted those beliefs, at least for a period of time. The same is true for us. The thoughts that we choose, and we do get to choose our thoughts, the thoughts that we choose are the road to the beliefs that we wish to hold. So I say, affirm again and again and again. Now, some of you may put sticky notes on your mirror. Some of you may find ways to remind yourself of a truth that you're resonating with. Do that over and over again. That's true for me. One of the things that I've been affirming for, people in the intenders group will know, maybe 4 months, is that I am a trim 185, fit and healthy in every way. That's my affirmation, which I say every day. That's the thought that I choose again and again. I'm not at 185 yet, but I'm more than halfway there from where I was. And because I choose to affirm that again and again, I keep that in the forefront of my mind. I choose that thought, and we do get to choose that thought. Not to be missed is the idea of finding the feeling that goes with that thought. Feeling it as though it really exists. For me, feeling that trim 185, unlimited physically, because I'm healthy. It didn't show up last week, but I think that was a lesson along the way. So I continue to affirm that. And I visualize it. In my mind's eye, I see myself as that trim 185. So what is your heart's desire? And how can you take that thought and repeat it? So that you may demonstrate that, you may manifest that in your life. And then there's a third thing that comes along with this in Manifestation 101. That's to boldly stay the course. So easy it is for us to have a goal and get 95% of the way there and get distracted or tired or just unbelieving. We just don't. True for me in many ways. A while back, I don't know if you were here on that Sunday, I talked about the multiple rabbit theory, where you chase one rabbit and see a better one and you chase another. That meant when I was about to get that rabbit, I was 95% of the way there. I was distracted. So I didn't get that I desired. Staying the course, a very important part of Manifestation 101. Keeping focus. You know, keeping focus is a tough thing. We've all worked with it, and the idea of letting our minds be still, taking the thoughts that are in my mind and stilling them. That's a tough one. And I like the analogy of a puppy dog, a new puppy dog. When you have a new puppy dog, get him on the leash for the first time, and you want to go for a walk. Well, the puppy dog doesn't always know how to walk on a leash, and so likely to go here or there. Now, I've seen people do it. I've never done it, but they can yell at that dog and tell him, get back over here. They can yank that leash and say, get back over here. And we sometimes do this on ourselves. We berate ourselves. We kind of try to yank ourselves back on course. But for that puppy dog and for us as well, it's to gently guide that dog back in the process of training, as we would train our minds. Guide that puppy dog back to the path that you're on. This is true for staying the course. When you get off course, guide that thinking back. Gently pull it back to where you are and what your desire is. Think back on that desire. So we've looked at three things. First of all, knowing what your heart's desire is. Secondly, believing it, choosing the thoughts that build the belief that will bring that into realization. And then finally, just the idea of staying the course, not getting pushed off course, not getting distracted, but staying the course so that we can have what our heart's desire is. So I want to say that key spiritual truth that I gave you at the beginning once more. By affirmation, we make truth ideas visible. By affirmation. Remember, affirmation is a part of all of it. It's a part of that plumbing the depths of our soul and affirming that which we find there is our true heart's desire. It's a part of believing, seeing, feeling that which is our heart's desire, even though it doesn't appear before our physical eyes. And it's a part of staying the course, that affirming again and again. So how do I do that? I want to leave you with one short affirmation. If you have
Sorry, Neil's dropped off the signal. It's been spotty. So we'll hold a moment. If he comes back on, I'll get you back. I'm going to go ahead and put a little music on for you in the meantime.
I am one, simple and plain. No superpowers, no famous name. But I stand tall, 'cause I believe Something greater has come alive inside of me. I have felt the Spirit stirring in my soul, deep in my soul. I will give love, I will speak peace, all because of the love that's got a hold of me. So wide open, so amazing, it takes my breath away when it occurs to me. In a world where so many feel lost, I know God. I am one, but I'm not alone. When I'm with you, I am home. Side by side, we find the truth. When the Spirit in me meets the same in you, I have felt this fire burning in my soul, deep in my soul. I will give love, I will speak peace, all because of the love that's got a hold of me. So wide open, so amazing, it takes my breath away when it occurs to me. In a world where so many feel lost, I know God. I will give love, I will speak peace, all because of the love that's got a hold of me. So wide open, so amazing, it takes my breath away when it occurs to me. In a world where so many feel lost, in a world where so many feel lost, in a world where so many feel lost, I know God. I know God.
Sorry, everybody. Neil's still offline up there. Nobody's answering. So I'm going to play one more song. And if I don't hear anything, I will go ahead and resume the PowerPoint so you can at least see what's coming up. And I'll give the themes and such. So fingers crossed you don't have to see me again.
So as you are here and now, in this quietness, take a glimpse at those wants and those wishes that are flitting by your mind, even though you've tried to quiet it. Let them flit. Let them go. As you turn to look deep within, to go to the soul of yourself, wishes that are flitting by your mind, even though you've tried to quiet it. To find that unique person that you are, that unique divine creature. And as you sit in that quiet, to go to the wishes and the wants having gone by. Take just a moment in silence to say, what is my heart's desire? Divine, what is my true heart's desire? And as you sit in that quiet, you know that if we have that desire, that true heart's desire, there is a way for that fulfillment to come. To say, what is my, it's axiomatic. What is my true, what is that heart's desire for you today? We have that desire, that true heart's desire. Spend time in the silence and contemplate that. What is my heart's desire? It's axiomatic. What is my, what is that heart's desire for you today? Spend time in the silence and contemplate that. What is my heart's It could be the very first thing that comes to you. It need not be a strike of lightning or a bolt of thunder. It may be that still, small voice. And as you've gotten that heart's desire, as you've touched base there, that comes to you, know that need not be having that heart's desire. Strike of lightning or a bolt of thunder is the very nature of how the divine works in this world. That you can move gotten that from that desire, heart's desire, you touch base and boldly affirm that it is yours. Having that heart's desire, if is you stay the course. The very nature. So as we bring our awareness back to this time and this place, that you let us know from desire, heart's desire. Let us affirm boldly that it is yours, that it is ours. Let us claim it. If and let us stay the course. The very nature. So that it becomes visible. As we bring our awareness back to this time and this place, that you let us know from desire to this time and this place. Let us affirm so it is. That it is ours.
Yes. Always a wonderful practice
So that
to
it
get
becomes
still, drop into your heart.
this time and this
Yeah,
place.
just leave it off. They're obviously doing their own service online right now. And we're doing our service here. So now is the time for our gifts and our offerings. And Unity of Payson really appreciates this as we look at how we will continue to do service. It continues to evolve. We're so glad to see everybody here. And so, as Neal was just talking about, think about your heart's desire, what you just discovered in the meditation. Infuse this gift with that energy. It comes back to you. And so let's say our affirmation together. Freely we give and freely we receive. And we work what's going on with technology, but we will pass the basket anyway. And Mariah really is free. And so now is the time to bless our offering. And you don't have the words there, but I will do a call and response for you. Divine love through us blesses and multiplies. So all that we now have, is the time to bless our offering. All that we give, and you don't, and all that there, we receive. I will do a call. We are abundantly prosperous through us, and we give. Blesses and multiplies. So all that we now have is the time to bless our offering. All that we give. And okay, and all that we receive. So we continue next week with our theme of imagination. My imagination brings possibilities to life. And Rev Neal will not only be our speaker, but this will be a celebration of coordination. And okay, he'll explain more about that. Continue next week with upcoming events. Once again, we have morning possibilities at 9:30 on weekdays. It's such a class. You really should tune into that. It's very uplifting. Inspiration. Sometimes we go deep, sometimes we laugh. And the last thing more about tomorrow. With 5:15 beyond religion, once again, we have a by the Dalai Lama, and that is facilitated by and then Course in Miracles on Tuesday, the 15th, 6:30 to 8, led by Rev Neal, and that means the first and the third Tuesdays of the month. Awesome, that's high
It's already
praise.
recording.
You want to come in person and then we have our What's It All About, the interview show that Kay and Marianne lead. And this month, it's Gaia who will be interviewed. And we will hear all about Gaia's spiritual path. Those are always great interviews. And so now we have a PS from Rev Neal.
And there's another event coming up, magnificent class, and I hope you will take up opportunity for this. And I wish I could send it out there, but we'll find another way to give it out to all those who are with us virtually. The Gospel of Thomas is a sacred text that never made it into the canon, into those 66 books that you have in the Bible. And it's a marvelous text because it's different than the other gospels, very different. It's metaphysical in nature, and it emphasizes not some kind of doctrine, not some kind of teaching, but practice, spiritual practice. My friend, Reverend Greg Carlson, loves this material and has taught it over and over, and he's agreed to do this class for us. It will be online. He will be teaching online, and it will start on the 23rd, which is a Wednesday, in the evening, 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Again, a 90-minute session. The Gospel of Thomas. You will learn so much. He is such a brilliant scholar, really, in his own right, and so very, very connected to us on a personal level. So I urge you to take advantage of this class coming up. This will be 4 sessions: the 30th, the 23rd, and the 30th, the 7th of July, and then we'll skip a couple of weeks and have a big recap. I think on the July, because we have some other things that conflict on that Wednesday evening. So we're going to skip just one and for a big last session. The Gospel of Thomas upcoming, and that's great. I'll say a little bit more about my ordination service. So this is a celebration of my ordination. If you've gotten an email from me, you'll know that if you want to watch the streaming event for Unity Worldwide, yes, I'll be there. It's on that link that you can see. It's the Unity Worldwide Facebook page. It'll be streamed live tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And you're certainly welcome to be there, but especially be with us next Sunday when we will celebrate that. Reverend Charlie will be here. She's been my mentor throughout the process, and she'll be here to share that celebration with us. And we're going to meet in person at the theater. I'm going to invite a lot of people, and we're meeting at the theater, the Sawmill Theater. And of course, we will do it in a hybrid manner as well. So we'll have our virtual community as well as our in-person community. And a few of us, Tom and Rick and Jeff and I, went yesterday to work out some of the technical details of doing it there, and it worked well. And so we're looking forward to that next week. And I'm looking forward to you. I hope you all can be there with me. We'll even go out to lunch afterwards. We're going to go to the Thai restaurant after lunch. I'll reserve a table for 12, but there may be more. We'll just fill the place. So I'm kind of excited to be kind of at this point that closes off one stage, and now we move on to another one. And so join me next week. And that's about what I got. I'll reserve a table for 12, but there may be more. I'm kind of excited to be kind of at this point that closes off one stage, and now we move on to another. So join me next week. And that's about what I got. I'll reserve a table for 12, but there may be more. I'm kind of excited to be kind of at this point that closes off one stage, and now we move on to another. I'm looking forward to join me next week. And that's about what I got. I'll reserve a table for 12, but there may be more. One stage, and now we move on to another. I'm looking forward to next week. That's about what I got.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of technical, I'm making the salads. Oh, yeah, go ahead. It never bothers me. You have to ask me every time. Okay, empty it. Yeah, there's a bunch of technical. It never bothers me. You have to ask me every time. Okay, empty it. Yeah, there's a bunch of technical. It never bothers me. You have to ask me every time. Okay, empty it. Yeah, there's a